Hey everyone, this is Zach from RiG'd Supply. Today we're going to be taking you through an install on the RambleSwing Pro. We're going to start off with going through our tools. It is a very simple installation process. The only required tools are going to be a torque wrench capable of at least 100 foot-pounds of torque, a 15 to 20 inch extension, a 3/4 inch socket for that extension, and your choice of hitch pin, whether locking or non-locking, up to you. The only two optional tools we have here, just depending on your install, is going to be a pair of 9/16 inch wrenches that will go into a little bit why you might need these later. And to make install a little bit easier, you could use a larger 1/4 inch Allen key. There is one included for the latch install, but a longer one like this might make the install just a little bit easier for you. All right, we've got our tools set aside. We got our RambleSwing Pro up here on the table. Let's cut this thing open and see what we have inside the box. How did you get up there? Oh well. All right, let's get this opened up. So as you can see, we have our RambleSwing Pro bagged up here, and we have two insert boxes. The large insert box can be wiggled out. This can be set aside. And our small insert box can be wiggled out as well. Inside here, you're going to find your latch install instructions, as well as a grease packet, as well as a smaller box. This is going to contain your latch itself. So keep these two and set the small insert box aside. Now we're ready to pull the swing out of the box. This is a heavy part, so you're going to want to grab the end here, grab the other end over here, and pull the system out. We're doing arm day, so the swing's back up on the table. Let's just go through what we have here. So obviously we have the swing itself. We have the pin, which is already on its tether. It'll come like that in the box. We have our latch. We have our latch bolts, as well as the Allen key to install them, as well as our install instructions for the latch and the grease packet. So we're gonna start off with showing you the latch install first. If your garage setup is a little more difficult, you don't have a large table to set this on in order to do the latch install, you can put the swing into your hitch first and swap these steps around, but we're gonna do the latch first. Let's get into that. So we're gonna open up our little Ziploc baggie here. That is gonna have our latch bolts as well as a supplied Allen key. This Allen key will work perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but you might find it easier to use a longer L handle. Totally your choice. The bolts do come pre-Loctited, so nothing needs to be assembled there. So we can just grab our first bolt, grab our latch handle, and we're gonna come around to the front. Open your latch handle, place the tooth behind the catch, and just start threading in the bolts. We're not gonna tighten these right now. We're just gonna start them into the threads. That one started, let's grab another. Now that we have all 4 bolts in place, we can go ahead and tighten these bolts down. Our instructions are gonna tell you to tighten them to 12 foot-pounds. For the sake of the video, we're just gonna snug them up to German torque, good and tight. Got our latch installed. On to the next step, we're gonna be greasing our wedge. So we wanna take the unit, stand it up. We got our wedge here, so take our little grease pack, rip that open. We're gonna wanna apply grease on the top of the wedge, the sides, as well as the top of the ramp that interfaces with the tongue. All right, we got our latch installed, got the pin in place, got our wedge greased. Last piece before we go to install it into the receiver is we need to loosen up our wedge a little bit. In the box, the wedge ships snugged up. That way it's not just rattling around inside there. So we're gonna take our extension with our socket, reach through the tongue till it interfaces with the bolt head. And we're just gonna go through and loosen it a few turns. That way we can install it in. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So as we're going into install, I find it's easy to kind of rest it on my knee, align the wedge, and slide it in the rest of the way. So this is a little inside tip for easier install. Once we have our pinholes lined up, take your hitch pin, go ahead and insert it through the system, grab both sides of the unit and pull back. We do this because as the wedge gets tightened, the unit will want to creep inwards towards the back of the vehicle. By putting the hitch pin in and pulling back, this ensures that when you tighten it down, everything will be lined up. Now that we're lined up, let's go ahead and tighten it down. As we're tightening it, the pivot end of the arm is going to start raising on its own. It is good practice to, once in a while you're tightening, let go of that, come over to the other side, and lift the unit up and kind of give it a shake, and then continue tightening. That bolt will need to be torqued to 85 foot-pounds. And if everything went according to plan, we can take our hitch pin, slide it through, and put in our clip. All right, so as we just showed you, that RambleSwing Pro is swinging to the driver's side. Out of the box, that is how the unit is oriented to swing. But for our customers that want it to swing to the passenger side, it is just as easy of an install. It's going to install the exact same ways we just showed you. The only additional step is using those two 9/16 wrenches we talked about earlier. So all these are going to do is loosen the two bolts that hold our pin plates in place, as well as the tether plate for the pin. So we can just go ahead and loosen these bolts. So once we push the pin through, you're gonna have the lower pin plate as well as the tether tab here. So we're going to take the bolt out so we can separate these two. Just set that aside. And now you have this all set up. So let's just go ahead, disconnect our pin plate. This is going to attach the exact same way it did on the underside. We're just flipping it over to this side. So just line it up, set it on the side over there, and let's drop our bolts back through. Now that we have our bolts through, we can take our lower pin plate, line it up over the threads, grab one of our washers and one of our nuts. Just go ahead and thread that on loosely. Do the same thing for the other bolts. Take your pin, push it right back through. We need to make sure we do that before we tighten everything. That way we know everything is aligned. And now we can re-secure these bolts. And there we have it. That's our swing install. Again, this is going to be for a driver side or passenger side installation. The only difference is the passenger side has that little extra step we just showed you here. Now you're ready to get out and ramble.